The dictatorship of relativism delights in historicism, liturgical and otherwise, in rupture, liturgical and otherwise, innovation, liturgical and otherwise. Creative fidelity in the liturgy becomes a kind of way of justifying human performance rather than a solemn work of God that transports us mystically to Calvary. Instead, we turn towards one another in positivist horizontal ways, as if to gaze at one another rather than the Father. Perhaps Benedict draws the correlation I'm most after when he simply states the ecclesial crisis in which we find ourselves today depends in great part on the collapse of the liturgy, end quote. As CDF prefect Ratzinger writes in Dominus Jesus 16, the church is not something that invents itself from below. This is what he thinks has happened in certain sectors of the church. The priest, as a kind of performer who infantilizes his congregation, is someone who is creating a culture in which 1,000 private preferences end up being what constitute the life of the church. Removing altar rails, insisting on adversus populum as the church's new form of external worship are mere external signs, obvious examples of a kind of pastoral innovation which had no basis in the Second Vatican II Fathers' teaching, but which was effected from the top down by priests and bishops and lay people alike who thought these changes fit the spirit of the council, which had called for a new kind of openness. In an issue of Nova Vetra, Cardinal Avridolis writes that Ratzinger saw liturgical relativism at the heart of the crisis because liturgy presupposes that the heavens have been opened up and that God is coming to his people.